A Tiger in the House by Ruskin Bond.
Welcome to our English learning class. Can you tell me what is the national animal of our country? Yes, tiger. So let us read a chapter based on this particular and dangerous animal, that is tiger. And the name of the chapter is A Tiger in the House, written by Ruskin Bond. I'm not getting much response. So I want to ask a question here. ମୁଁ ଏଠି ଗୋଟେ question ପଚାରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛି ଯାହାର answer you have to give after watching the video. Okay? So the question is whether the tiger entered into the house all of a sudden or the tiger was brought into the house and it was kept inside a family. One request, video पूरा complete देखिबो, अधारू skip करिबनी, skip कले chapter बुझी परिबनी, भलरे सुनिबो मन देकी एवं difficult word मध्ये meaning को रेची, difficult question answer, important question answer पतिया मु कहिची आ जदी तमको वीडियो भलो लागुची लाइक करिवो, जदी किछि सजेशन अछि कमेंट बॉक्स रे लेखि कि जणाइबो आ जदी तमे हम चैनल एबे जे सब्सक्राइब करि ना हो तले तळे रेड कलर रे लेखा जाइतिबा सब्सक्राइब बटन को क्लिक करो आ बेल आइकन को दबाइबाकू भूलो नाही. Now let us discuss about the writer. Here I would like to say that this writer is one of the famous writer of India. Ruskin Bond होउचंती आम देशर जने राइटर. जेतेबेले इंग्रेज माने ब्रिटिशर माने आम देश को शासन करुथिले सेतेबेले रस्किन बॉन्ड पेरेंट्स इंडिया आसीथिले आ रस्किन बॉन्ड वाज बोर्न एंड ब्रॉट अप इन इंडिया. से एटी जन्म हेतिले पाठ भी पढिथिले. सो आफ्टर इंडिपेंडेंस आम जेतेबेले भारत स्वाधीन हैला रस्किन बॉन्ड एंड हिज फैमिली वेंट टू इंग्लैंड. से माने फेरी जाइथिले किंतु रस्किन बॉन्ड himself decided to live in India because he was very much fond of this Indian culture and its society, its place, all these things. Okay, Ruskin Bond, he was awarded Sahitya Academy Award of India and one of the eminent writer of children books. He has written so many novels, short stories and essays, and now my dear students, he is alive and lives in Mussoorie, Dehradun, Uttarakhand. So I have simplified this big chapter in this whiteboard because this chapter contains 3 parts. So let us discuss what are there in these 3 parts. So as I have told in every story, the basic elements are time, place, characters, then there is a problem, and finally the solution. Let us discuss what are those basic elements. Okay, we will have a look on the basic elements of these 3 parts. The story is divided into 3 parts and these 3 parts explains the 3 basic lifespan of the tiger. That means the part 1, it describes the tiger when it was a very little tiger, means a tiger cub. And the second part, yes, it describes the tiger, how it was brought up in a family. So how the tiger becomes a full grown of tiger from a tiger cub. And the third part, it explains how it was put in a cage. First part, the tiger in the jungle. Second part, the tiger in the house. Third part, the tiger in the zoo.
Part 1.
So let us go to part 1. Here, the tiger is in the jungle and it is known as a tiger cub. So here the place is the rice jungle near Dehra forests of Sivalik Hills. Then here characters. So who are the characters in this part? Number 1, Timothy, the tiger cub. Number 2, the grandfather, writer's grandfather. Number 3, the hunting party from Delhi. And number 4, the forest animals. Now what is the problem here? The hunting party wanted a tiger. That is the problem in this part. And solution, grandfather discovered the little tiger from the intricate roots of a banyan tree. This became the solution of the first part. How this part starts? So here, several persons, they came. Where? To this Tarai jungle of Dehra. For what? For expedition. So a hunting party came to this jungle for hunting expedition. Here expedition means a trip, hunting trip. So next they requested grandfather for what? To join their party. So why did they request grandfather to join the party? Because grandfather knew the jungle better than anyone else. The hunting party, they had a camp in that jungle. So what were there in the camp? So first thing is they had 7 large tents in the camp. And the second one, they had a dining tent also, only to eat in that tent. And the third one, a number of servant tents were also there. So the camp had very good dinner. What does mean a very good dinner? It means all these several things. So first one is they had hot water plates. So why hot water plates? What does it mean? Hot water plates means that keeps the meal or the food hot for a long time. Then second one is they had finger glasses. For what? To wash their hands. And they had 7 or 8 courses in the dinner or in a meal. So what do you mean by 7 or 8 courses? ଯେତେବେଳେ ଖାଉଛେ ଗୋଟେ ପରେ ଗୋଟେ ଆମେ meal ରେ ଯାହା ଗୋଟେ ପରେ ଗୋଟେ ଖାଉଛେ ତାକୁ କହନ୍ତି courses. So likewise every dinner in the camp had different courses. And next, so these are the things that made the dinner very good. That was given or said by grandfather. Next, they had 15 elephants with them. For what? To travel in the jungle. Okay, what next? Those 15, out of those 15 elephants, they had 4 elephants having howdahs. Howdahs means howdahs for sikaris. Okay, howdahs means the seating arrangement on the elephant where the sikari will sit and move inside the jungle. So these things made the camp a lavish one. Lavish means costly, expensive. Then this was the scenario or the situation that happened during the viceroys. Viceroys means during the British period. So why did they came to that hunting? Why did they came to that jungle? To hunt a tiger. So they moved inside the jungle, but they didn't find anything except the deer, peacock, rabbit, or some wild boar. Only the grandfather discovered a tiger cub. Okay, while trolling down. Trolling down means just walking relaxedly. So grandfather discovered Timothy. That Timothy, a tiger cub, only 18 inches long, and from the intricate roots of a banyan tree. So finally, Timothy was discovered by grandfather. Now, who took Timothy? Yes, my dear students, grandfather bagged Timothy. Bagged means took Timothy to his house. Okay?
फास्ट पार्टर जिस्ट एठी लेखा जाइछि तथापि जदि किछि डाउट रहिबो तेबे कमेंट बॉक्स रे लेखि पचारले मु आंसर कहिबी. ओके, एही वीडियो रे मु बहुत समय इंग्लिश रे कहिछि कारण इंग्लिश भाषा शिखिबा पई हेले इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज सुनिबा पई पड़िबो. तेणु काइंडली लिसन टू द sentences carefully and try to understand the meaning. Okay? Part 2.
Now let us discuss part 2, the tiger in the house. So here, that a tiger cub become a grown-up tiger. And here the place is writer's home. That means Ruskin Bonds, the writer, his home. Then who are the characters here? Yes, number 1, Timothy. Number 2, grandfather. Number 3, grandmother. Then number 4, Mahmoud, the cook. Then 5, Toto, the monkey. Then 6, a small mongrel puppy. Then what is the problem here? Yes, Timothy became villainous and had to be chained up more often. That means he reacted in this part, and that became a great problem for grandfather. Then what became the solution? Finally, grandfather decided to transfer Timothy to a zoo at Lucknow, reserving a first-class compartment. Okay, so in this way, grandfather found a solution for this part. Let us discuss the second part of this chapter, a tiger in the house by Ruskin Bond. So here in this part, the tiger is in the house now. So let us first see the basic or the important questions that comes in our examination. So here the tiger cub named Timothy was discovered by grandfather. Okay, remember it. Grandfather discovered Timothy, and second, the Timothy, the tiger cub, was named by grandmother. Okay, and Timothy, the tiger cub, was fed by Mahmoud. Who was Mahmoud? Yes, Mahmoud was the cook. Okay, these three very important. Next comes the food of Timothy. What are the things that Timothy was fed on? So Timothy's first initial food was milk. But it was found that milk was become very heavy for Timothy. So it was sifted, milk was sifted to raw mutton and cod liver oil. And with that, after some days, Timothy was given the tempting food that is pigeons and rabbits. So these are the food items of Timothy. Next comes his friends. So who were his friends in the house of grandfather or in the writer's house, that is Ruskin Bond? So number 1, Toto. Who was Toto? Toto was a monkey. ମୁଁ ଏଠି କହିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛି ପିଲାମାନେ ରସ୍କିନ୍ ବଣ୍ଡଙ୍କର grandfather was very much fond of animals. So he had kept so many animals inside his house. So one of them is Toto and the monkey. Toto the monkey. Second, a small mongrel puppy. Initially, this tiger cub Timothy was afraid of this mongrel puppy, but with the passage of time, the puppy or Timothy agreed or accepted mongrel puppy, and they played together in a very happy mood. Then came what he loves. Timothy loves to stuck anyone who plays with him. Stuck means lick. Then favorite place, drawing room of the house was the favorite place of Timothy. Then where he sleeps, Timothy sleeps in the cook's house quarter, means Mahmoud's quarter. Next, Timothy was very much comfortable in the long sofa. Okay, sleeping in the long sofa. Then in this way, the tiger cub become a full grown up tiger, and his behavior frequently changed. So once it happens that grandfather declared that, listen, one day it will happen that in the morning we will find Timothy sitting on the bed of Mahmoud, and there was no sign of Mahmoud except his shoes and clothes. And imagine, then where would Mahmoud go? On his bed only Timothy was sitting. That means maybe the tiger cub or the tiger would eat Mahmoud. So that means the behavior of the tiger became villainous, dangerous, attacking. And it was also found one day in the night, at night, there came frenzied cackling sound from the nearby poultry. So frenzied means wild sound and cackling means the sound of the bird hen. So that sound came from the poultry, nearby poultry. So in the morning there was only the feathers of the bird. So finally grandfather, after seeing all these things, decided to take Timothy to the cage or to the nearby zoo, that is Lucknow, just 200 miles from his house. So he reserved a first class compartment only for Timothy and himself, and finally left Timothy in the zoo.
Part 3.
Let us start part 3, the tiger in the zoo. Here the tiger is ready to be visited by the visitors. So what is the place here? Yes, Lucknow, the zoo. Then who are the characters? Number 1, grandfather. Number 2, Timothy and the zoo animals. Then number 3, the keepers of the zoo. Then what became the problem? Here grandfather wanted Timothy to be transferred to another cage as a leopard was disturbing the tiger. Okay, so here maybe the grandfather could not find any solution here. So we can write the result of that: the tiger was not his Timothy. This was the last thing the writer has written here and mentioned here. Let us discuss the third part of this chapter, a tiger in the house. Here the tiger is now a full grown up tiger and the tiger is now in the zoo. So 6 months later, what happened? Grandfather went to Lucknow to visit one of his relatives. So he thought to visit Timothy in the zoo. So he went to the zoo to meet Timothy and he saw Timothy there. And what happened there? Grandfather went to Lucknow. Grandfather stroked his forehead and ticked his ear. So when the keeper saw that, he was surprised how grandfather could do that. And the people of the zoo or the visitors there also gathered to see the reunion of this Timothy and grandfather. So in this way, after some time, grandfather found that Timothy was disturbed again and again by a leopard. So he went to go to the superintendent to request him to transfer Timothy to another cage. But grandfather found the same keeper whom he met while Timothy was brought to the zoo for the first time. And there the keeper, he gave a different news to grandfather. Imagine what was that? When the keeper said that this tiger was not your tiger. This was another which was brought from the hills just a month before. And what happened to your tiger? Yes, my dear students, here the keeper informs grandfather that his tiger was dead and he was died of pneumonia few months before. Now the mind of grandfather was totally disturbed. He didn't know how to behave. So finally grandfather left the zoo, and in which way? Just he gave a look, a scornful look to the keeper and walked briskly. So scornful look, just a different angry type of look given by grandfather, and walked briskly means actively without listening anything. Keep learning, keep watching until our next video. Thank you.